إن الحمد لله نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستنصره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد، يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صفيه وخليله، بعثه الله هاديا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا، فبلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة، ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين. أما بعد، أيها الإخوة المؤمنون، أيتها الأخوات المؤمنات، ما زلنا مع عباد الرحمن، مع هذه اللوحة القرآنية، اللوحة القرآنية والآيات القرآنية تصف لنا أصناف وأحوال عباد الرحمن. ونحن ذكرنا أيها الإخوة أن المؤمن دائما يسعى، لأن يكون عبدا من عباد الرحمن. تشبهوا إن لم تكونوا مثلهم، إن التشبه بالكرام فلاح. ويبتعد أن يكون عبدا للشيطان. فالمسلم والمؤمن يسعى دائما أن يكون بمصاف الأنبياء والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين، وحسن أولئك رفيقا. فذكرنا أن من صفات عباد الرحمن الصفة الأولى أنهم متواضعون، صفة في أنفسهم متواضعون. والصفة الثانية مع الناس أنهم لا يردون على الجاهلين، أنهم لا يردون على الإساءات، بل يشغلون أنفسهم بما هو أعظم وبما هو أكبر، وهو علاقتهم بالله عز وجل، ثم علاقتهم بالله عز وجل. إذا مع أنفسهم متواضعون، مع الناس لا يردون عن الجهلاء، ومع الله عز وجل يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما. وعباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض هونا، وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما، والذين يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما. So we're talking about عباد الرحمن, and we said we have to be among them and one of them, and not to be عباد الشيطان or عباد الدنيا, the slaves of dunya or the slaves of shaitan or the servant of shaitan. We have to be the Ibadullah Azza wa Jal and Ibadur Rahman. And we mentioned the first category, their situation with themselves. Their situation with themselves, they walk with humbleness. This is the first one. Their situation with people, that if the people who are jahil, who are arrogant, talking to them, they don't waste their time by answering this side battle. Their main concern is to be devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to clean themselves. And the third, their situation is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يَبِيتُونَ لِرَبِّهِمْ سُجَّدًا وَقِيَامًا. So with themselves, متواضعون, humble. With people, they don't answer the jahilin. And with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are يَبِيتُون. They pray at night. سُجَّدًا وَقِيَامًا. Word yabidun from a word mabit. And for word mabit, the word come from praying at night. Mabit, that's why the bayt was called bayt. Because when you sleep in it, because this is the bayt in Arabic language. Yabiduna li rabbihim sujadan wa qiyama. They are in contact with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during the night. And what is the night? Al-layl wa ma adraka ma al-layl. الليل آية عظيمة من آيات الله. أقسم الله عز وجل بالليل لأنه من آياته، والليل إذا يخشى والنهار إذا تجلى. قل أرأيتم إن جعل الله عليكم الليل سرمدا إلى يوم القيامة من إله غير الله يأتيكم بضياء أفلا تسمعون. قل أرأيتم إن جعل الله عليكم النهار سرمدا إلى يوم القيامة من إله غير الله يأتيكم بليل تسكنون فيه أفلا تبصرون. ومن رحمته أن جعل لكم الليل والنهار لتسكنوا فيه ولتبتغوا من فضله ولعلكم تشكرون. الليل آية عظيمة من آيات الله عز وجل. يقسم الله عز وجل بالليل، والليل فيه العجائب، فيه أناس كانوا عبادا لله عز وجل، وفيه أناس ضيعوا أعمارهم بالليل. أصناف الناس مع الليل: صنف عباد الرحمن شغلهم الليل في طاعة الله وفي ذكر الله، فهم مشغولون في عبادة الله عز وجل ومتشوقون لرؤية الله عز وجل، حتى جاء أحد الناس إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من كثرة الشوق يقول: أما أنا فإني أصلي ولا أرقد. يصلي كل الليل لله عز وجل من تعلقهم بالله عز وجل. يا أيها المزمل قم الليل إلا قليلا نصفه أو انقص منه قليلا أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا. So why is the night? Why their situation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they were described in the night? Allah did not mention them that they pray the 5 daily prayers, because this is something obvious. They did it. They're doing something more. Ibadur Rahman doing more than the 5 daily prayers. He did not say, وَالَّذِينَ يُصَلُّونَ الْخَمْسِ. He did not mention that the one who is pray 5 times a day. No. They are more than that. They're doing more than that. The 5 daily prayers, they're gone. Khalas. It's not in their mind anymore, because they're doing it. But they're doing more than that by engaging themselves at night with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the Sahaba came to the Prophet ﷺ because they used to love praying at night. And he said, Prophet, you are a prophet and you are not. So I am myself, I'm gonna pray the whole night worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is how we used to be connected to Allah. They have a shout. They have this feeling that to be always with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They say, you're a prophet, you are not. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all your sins, but you're not. So one of them, he said, I'm gonna pray the whole night and I'm not gonna sleep. And the other person said, I'm not gonna marry a woman. I'm devote myself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The third person said, I'm gonna fast the whole days, I'm not gonna break my fast. But the Prophet ﷺ said, even though he knows that his Sahaba, they're eager to compete in goodness, but he did not allow that. He said, but me, I pray at night and I sleep and I marry a woman. And I do fast, and I do break my fast. I don't fast intensely. And the one who's not going to practice my sunnah, he is not from my ummah. So you have to follow my footsteps. Don't push yourself too much. But look at this. They're competing at night. كانوا قليلا من الليل ما يهجعون وبالأسحار هم يستغفرون. One of their character that they pray at night. And in the time of Ashar, they're doing istighfar. Imagine, they pray whole night, and in the time of Ashar, most of the night. And in the time of Ashar, they're doing istighfar. Someone praying, and in the end doing istighfar. That they're worried that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might not accept it from them. This is the Ibadur Rahman. Ibadur Rahman, يَبِيتُونَ لِرَبِّهِمْ سُجَّدًا وَقِيَامًا. And look at the word سُجَّدًا. سُجَّدًا is not sajidin wa qa'imin. It's not sajidin and qa'imin. Sujjadan in Arabic language from sighatul mubalagha, that they're doing it continuously and in one and after one. Sujjadan. That's mean a lot. Wa qiyaman, a lot. They pray a lot. Once Aisha radiallahu anha entered to the Prophet ﷺ rooms, and she saw him praying at night, and his tears coming out. And even his knees. And they said, some scholars said his knees, or some of them said his heels is bloody. It's blood coming from it. She said, how will alayk, Prophet? Take it easy, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you what He promised you. Said, أَفَلَا أَكُونُ عَبْدًا شَكُورًا. Shall I be thankful person? But this is a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during the night. So the first category that the Ibadur Rahman is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during the night. That they're spending time and they're spending effort during the time connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. كَانُوا قَلِيلًا مِنَ اللَّيْلِ مَا يَهْجَعُونَ مَا يَنَامُونَ. They pray little. and most of their time engaging themselves with Allah. يا أيها المزمل قم الليل إلا قليلا نصفه أو انقص منه قليلا أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا إنا سنلقي عليك قولا ثقيلا. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared for the verses from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it is qawlan thaqila from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a heavy revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you have to be prepared. How do we become prepared? By praying at night. By doing the prayer. So if you want really to come close to the revelations and understand the revelations more, then قم الليل إلا قليلا نصفه أو انقص منه قليلا أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا. So the first category was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Ibadur Rahman. That there is no discussion about the 5 daily prayers, no discussion about the 5 daily prayers, but there is their characters, they pray at night. So this is the first category. People was night. The second category, people, they don't only pray the 5 daily prayers. And even there, those people, they are in khayr. Alhamdulillah, they're doing good. But their level is not equal. Is not equal for those who spend their effort during the night and pray during the nights. And one of the Salihin, Abu Hanifa, people passed by him and they said, this is the man who prayed at night. And Abu Hanifa used to pray at night and used not to pray at night. But when he heard people start talking about him praying at night, he stayed 40 years after that praying at night. Because he said, how come people, they think about me something I'm not doing, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he is in a position of teaching others. So, first people, Ibadur Rahman, are those who pray at night. But there is Ibadur Shaitan. How they deal with it. When the night entered, they called it red nights. And when I was driving my car, and you will see people standing lines, where is it to enter the masjid? Standing lines on bars at night. And you see people working during the day, and nights other is going to be a part for those who are connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or nights for those who are competing in what? In haram. And most of the disasters happen at night. If you look at the earthquake in the time of Fajr, most of the earthquake happen in the time of Fajr. Most of the volcanoes, when it's come at night. فطاف عليها طائف من ربك وهم نائمون فأصبحت كالصريم فتنادوا مصبحين أن اغدوا على حرثكم إن كنتم صارمين. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent His punishment during the nights. Why? Because nights is when people, some people did not respect the verse, the ayah, the sign of the night. That Allah swear by it. And Allah swear by the day and swear by the night. They did not respect the night. And instead of taking the night either to rest, to compete and doing goodness, they spend the nights doing haram. And brothers and sisters, I'm saying it because I really feel worried about our youth. Where are they during the nights? Where are they? Some of the youth, they don't come home till 1 or 2 o'clock. What they're doing. So we need to restore the Ibadur Rahman in their hearts. We need to let them understand what their role on the earth. To respect the sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to respect the night, to respect the day, and not to use it against the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So brothers and sisters, you either Ibadur Rahman or Ibadur Shaitan. You either respect the night and engage in it with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or you do not respect the night and engage yourself in all kinds of haram. In all kinds of haram. You know, some people, they sit on hours on TV. When you tell them, come to the Isha prayer, it's 5 minutes, it's 10 minutes. No, they can't, because they're watching TV. Movie after movie, movie after movies. And they spend monies on movies after movies on the internet, spending hours, killing nights after night after night, killing whole nights. And when you tell them, come and pray with us, they tell you, I'm busy, I have busy schedule. Allahu Akbar. What kind of busy schedule is? And others, they spend hours playing cards, and they spend the rest of their life, the night that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His mercy will come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala تنزل في سورة أخير الليل فيقول هل من داع فأستجيب له. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always will have a gate open in the time of Sahar, before the Fajr. He will ask, is there any person asking me that I will answer him? So brothers and sisters, there is serious issues here. Either we respect the signs of Allah, the ayatullah, وَمِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ أَنْ جَعَلَتْ لَكُمُ اللَّيْلَ وَالنَّهَارَ لِتَسْكُنُوا فِيهِ وَلِتَبْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِهِ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. That you thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that? Or you really take the other way with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people they can't. And Allah knows some people they can't. So there is a way. And look at this beautiful hadith. مَنْ صَلَّى الْعِشَاءَ فِي جَمَاعَةٍ فكأنما قام نصف الليل ومن صلى الفجر في جماعة فكأنما قام الليل كله. الله أكبر. Allah knows the ability of people. Allah knows some people they're working during the day and they don't have the ability to wake up and to pray at night. Some people they can't. So even those people, Allah find a way for them and find way to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Said, Prophet ﷺ said this wonderful hadith, said, those who pray Isha in Jama'ah, in congregation, they will get the ajr of the half of night. If you're praying half of the night, because you prayed it in Jama'ah, you will get half of the nights if you're praying half of the night. This is the rewarding. It's equal to the reward of half of the night. And the one who prayed Fajr in Jama'ah, Allahu Akbar, as he prayed the whole night. Like the one who's praying, what will happen to him? That he spent all his time and he was going to get the same reward as the one who prayed in Jama'ah? No. The one who prayed at night, he will get more than that. Because he's doing it twice. He's praying Jama'ah, Isha in Jama'ah, he's praying Fajr in Jama'ah, and he's adding on that Salatul Layl, Qiyamul Layl. And witr. You know what's witr called? Witr called Qiyamul Layl. Some people they think this is witr. No, witr is Qiyamul Layl. So even those who are so busy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala find a way for you to pray even one rak'ah. Witr prayer, according to Imam Shafi'i, it can be prayed one rak'ah. And it can be 3, it can be 5, it can be 7, it can be 9, it can be 11. Witr prayer. So why is that? Allah wants everyone to do an exercise or training during the night. Called witr is Salatul Layl. Salatul Layl. To train yourself is to be with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you can do more, then do it. And see the sweetness of it. See how people used to be connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the night. So it's what we're going to say about today's problems. And I said it many times, brothers and sisters, take it seriously. What's going on in Iraq? Because our masjid is empty. Not only Fridays. Asr will have 2. And Maghrib will have 3 and 4. So this is not what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be connected with Him. If you can't pray the night's prayer, which is highly encouraged and people were taught in the Quran to pray at night. If you can't do that, so where is the 5 daily prayer then? And you know that, take it. If you're doing more, the 5 daily prayers will be easy for you. And if you're not praying at night, the 5 daily prayers will be difficult for you. So whenever you do more, the 5 daily prayers will be so easy to do. So let's be engaged with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if we want to be from Ibadur Rahman. If we want to be Ibadur Dunya, those who worship dinar and dirham, those who worship dollars and desires, you can do that. It's open, it's gates open. Here you can get this, and here you can. وَمَنْ يُرِدْ ثَوَابَ الدُّنْيَا نُؤْتِهِ مِنْهَا وَمَنْ يُرِدْ ثَوَابَ الْآخِرَةِ نُؤْتِهِ مِنْهَا وَسَنَجْزِي الشَّاكِرِينَ. What you want? You want dunya? We will give it to you dunya. You want akhirah? We will give you akhirah. وَسَنَجْزِي الشَّاكِرِينَ. In the day of judgment, those who seek akhirah, they will get akhirah. Those who are seeking dunya now, they will get dunya. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them houses, will give them cars, and He will give them health, but لَيْسَ لَهُمْ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنْ خَلَقٍ. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to be from Ibad al-Rahman, who is with themselves humble, with the people, they don't answer the arrogant people, and ignorant people, and with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are doing sujood and qiyam as much as they can during the day and during the night. إِنَّهُ سَمِيعٌ مُجِيبٌ. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر. أستغفرك ربي لا أحصي ثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. عباد الله اعلموا أن الله قد أمركم بأمر عظيم بدأ به بنفسه وحسن به على ملائكة عرشه وسلس به على عباده الصالحين. فقال عز من قائل إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على هذا النبي الكريم وعلى من سار بهديه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. وارض اللهم عن الخلفاء الأربعة أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي واجعلنا اللهم في زمرتهم يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. Walking at night, praying at night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring you light in the day of judgment. بشر المشائين في الظلم بالنور التام يوم القيامة. Give good news for people who work at night, during the night. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala masajid, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them full light in the day of judgment. Because you're serving Allah here, or worshiping Allah at night, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the opposite, that He will give you light in the day of judgment. So because you're going to Him during the darkness, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will change that into light in the day of judgment. Brothers and sisters, encourage your kids. This is start from day one. So this is an educational progress. So try to teach them. So even before Fajr, pray 2 rak'ah with you. Or if they're, see, I always see parents, they are eager and they are always after their kids if they did not do their homework. And that's nice. And they feel so upset if their kids not doing fine in their schools. That's nice. And they also get very upset if they are not really doing good at universities. And that's also fine. But I don't see the same feelings when the kids is not praying. For hockeys, for soccer, for any games that you will see parents. I saw it by my eyes. Spending hours taking their kids in their cars and sitting with their kids in hockey players for hours or in soccer fields for hours. And that's nice. It is to train your kids in this dunya, to make them stronger. But I don't see the same care and the same feelings when it's not games, it's prayer. So let's be more serious. Let's be more serious toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm not saying do not engage your kids with games if they can't build their bodies, but also whenever they build their bodies, also pay some attention to build their spirits. Because Allah respected you in a term of spirit, and He is making the angels bow to Adam because of the spirit, not because of the body, as we have mentioned before. So we need this eagerness come from the families, and if you start doing that, did you pray? Ask him, did you pray? You don't have to force him in harsh way that he will hate prayer. That's always giving him some tokens. I'm proud of you because you prayed Fajr. I'm proud of you because you prayed Isha. You pray with him and you do it, because if you ask him to pray and you're not praying, he will have double standard and he will have double face and double tongue. He will tell you, yeah, I prayed, and he's not praying because you're not doing it. So you have to be mobile for your kids and teach them that if you want to be from عباد الرحمن. اللهم برحمتك نحدث وعليك نتكل، لا تكلنا لأنفسنا طرفة عين، وخذ بناصيتنا إلى الخير. اللهم إنا نسألك من الخير كله عاجله وآجله، ونعوذ بك من الشر كله عاجله وآجله. اللهم اجعلنا من عبادك، من عباد الرحمن الذين يمشون على الأرض هونا، وإذا خاطبهم الجاهلون قالوا سلاما، والذين يبيتون لربهم سجدا وقياما. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يبيتون لك سجدا وقياما. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر، ولله عاقبة الأمور. اللهم إنا نسألك نصرا مؤزرا تعز به أهل طاعتك وتذل به أهل معصيتك. اللهم من أراد أن يشوه صورة الإسلام وأراد أن يشوه صورة المسلمين، اللهم فعليك به وانتقم منه شر انتقام. ومن أراد خيرا بالإسلام وبالمسلمين فوفقه لكل خير وأعزه بعزتك يا أرحم الراحمين ويا عزيز يا جبار. اللهم إنا نسألك نصرا مؤزرا تعز به أهلنا في بيت المقدس وفي أكناف بيت المقدس، وارفع مقتك وغضبك عنا. اللهم واعز أهلنا في سوريا، وارفع المقت والغضب عنهم، وأيدهم بنصر من عندك يا أرحم الراحمين على الطغاة الباغين. اللهم إنا نسألك حكاما صالحين مصلحين، ونعوذ بك من الحكام الفاسدين والمفسدين. اللهم ول أمورنا خيارنا ولا تولي أمورنا شرارنا. ارفع الكرب والمصاب عن أهلنا في العراق، وألف بين قلوبهم ووحد صفوفهم. اللهم وجنب أهلنا الفتن في اليمن وفي ليبيا وفي تونس وفي الجزائر. اللهم جنب أهلنا الفتن في كل مكان يذكر فيه اسمك يا رب العالمين، وردنا ورد الجميع إلى دينك ردا جميلا، واجعلنا من عباد الرحمن ولا تجعلنا من عباد الشيطان برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وقوموا إلى صلاتكم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر.